Om Namah Shivaya, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica. I am a starseed earth angelic who is reincarnated here on this planet. And my divine mission is to deliver messages from the mouth of God, the one true source. I also have connections with the Elohim, and with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and light an incense for us. This is incense of myrrh. Holy Spirit, as we light this flame, it is a symbol of the flame that burns brightly within the heart of all man. It is our divine will that we carry out your divine will. Aho. Aho, my friends. I'm hearing one question that I'm supposed to ask you, listener. What do you stand for? You don't have to answer right away. What do you stand for? Okay. I'm going to show you a Lemurian quartz. This is the record keeper quartz. I'm not sure if you could see, but there's lines within this chamber. The lines, it's different timelines, right? May you remember your divine purpose and what you truly stand for. I'm drinking matcha tea today. I made a little latte. Let's get into the Mayan oracle of the day. I truly am an oracle reader. And knowing that it was called the Oracle, I was like, well, of course I have to do this during my daily readings. So today is June 16th. It's the day after Father's Day. Happy belated Father's Day out there. So today is the day of the yellow rhythmic seed. It's tone number 6. We have the help from the blue eagle, which is keeping an eagle's eye perspective over the goings on down below. And you know, we are down below, so this is kind of like adopting the ability to remote view yourself from above whenever you go into your imagination sphere and you use your listening to listen high above yourself, you know, as the seed down on the ground, boots down on the ground, you know. You are able to adopt that divine perspective so that you can target your awareness. The challenge glyph today is the White Wizard, which is all about other people's magic and other people's divine will and how it intermingles with yours. So it's like, you know, we all have parts of these magical attributes woven within our creative being. And if somebody is within your sphere, attempting to alter your will, that's something that you will see from a mile away with the eagle eye, with the helper glyph as the eagle. The occult glyph today is the red earth. So what you need to truly be doing is grounding yourself down, and even though you're high above, you need to make sure that you're still standing within that pillar of light, that column of light that stems from within and goes directly up. Like, the challenge is to stay inside of your pillar of light today. Okay? I hope that helps. I love tea. I drink so much tea. I drink so much herbal tea, I'm practically a flower at this point. I like to joke about that, but it's damn well the truth, my friends. hope that you are also speaking your truth out there, no matter how odd it may sound. For that is truly what makes us unique, is our oddities, our idiosyncronicities. Yes. Just doing a bit of rearranging here. Blue pen. I want to start off with Rider-Waite. I like starting off with Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, at the bottom there's the Hermit. That was the same card at the end of yesterday's reading. I hadn't shuffled these, but at the cut we got the High Priestess. Okay. What's up, Divine Collective? You know I love you. You know I love you. You're so adorable. You're so adorable out there. Yes. My loves. I feel like a mother talking to her children. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. I don't take reversals. It's just not how I roll. Knight of Wands, fire, riding off. This is very passionate, fiery energy. Getting stuff done. I hope that this Monday morning you're feeling the passion, you're feeling the fires. And then we have the Seven of Coin. Maybe we're riding off to like, this is like 1/6 of the deck. We're gonna shuffle that back in there. Two of Swords. Two of Swords always reminds me of like those game show games where they're blindfolded and they have to like choose between this or that. We kind of are in like, this world is kind of like a game show, I swear. It's a divine comedy, that's for sure. Too much drama. Maybe that's it, you know. This is just feeling overly dramatic for no good reason. It feels like, okay, so check this out. I'm looking at the actual people in these cards, and this Knight of Wands, which represents like this fire, passion, hey, strength. He understands his convictions, and it looks like he's riding away from these two people. Like, yeah, you guys can see the cards. Yeah, his body position, he's going this way, and like this one is still stuck choosing. It's like, this one, the Knight of Wands, understands that he's riding away from this, like, disappointed type of energy. Like, this guy is looking at his crops like he's so disappointed. But it's so bountiful. It's like he worked so hard and he has all of these beautiful things growing on the vine. I need to consult the book because I just want to make sure that I'm getting the definition of this correctly. A young man leaning on his staff looks intently at 7 pentacles attached to a clump of greenery on his right. One would say that these were his treasures and that his heart was there. Anxiety about money. No, he's not anxious. Okay, so he is definitely this passionate individual. And this guy, his heart is in his, whatever he has been working on, whatever he's been growing. But there's still a decision that needs to be made. It's like, okay, Spirit, where are we going with this? The Page of Wands, Princess of Wands. More passion. I like that there's a red bird. No, it's a little red feather in her hat. Oh my gosh. I went on a really nice 2-hour hike yesterday just to get some energy out, and it was so nice. I'll post a video of the cardinal I saw taking a bird bath in a stream. It was divine. It was so cute. It was so beautiful. 4 of Cups. Yay. No, this is the 6 of Cups. Sorry. I can't read apparently. This is adorable. This is 2 children just enjoying the flowers in the town center. It's innocent type of energy. Okay, this one definitely wanted to come out. And the 8 of Wands. Swift action. There's a lot of wands out here. I'm gonna look up the Page of Wands just for posterity. In a scene similar to the former, a young man stands in the act of proclamation. He is unknown but faithful, and his tidings are strange. Faithful. Being faithful. Being faithful to innocence and you know, acting in accordance to it. Okay, so there was definitely a decision that needed to be made between, like, I'm feeling like between money and children for some reason. I'm only gonna take the one that fell face up, and that's the Hierophant. I need more room on this desk. I need a bigger desk. The Hierophants. I take everything that falls. The 7 of Cups. So we have the 7 of Coin and the 7 of Cups. Yeah, 7 of Cups. It's like you get to choose between all of these different mysteries. It's all of the different mysteries. You know, there's a dragon. There's the there's a halo, you know, of a hero. There's a cup full of food. There's a cup full of the Tower. It's a mixed bag. There's beauty. There's mystery. There's a serpent in one, which one could assume is like the Kundalini force. And it's all there. You know, the Hierophant coming down and offering all of these cups to someone. One more card, please, Spirit. There's 2. This one feels correct. Let's look at them both. Strength and 7 of Wands. There's lots of 7s out here. And the Strength card. I asked for 1, they gave me 2, so let's redo. Thank you. The 9 of Wands. There's like a million wands out here on the table. Thanks for learning tarot with me and also bearing with me. It is much appreciated. The 9 of Wands. The figure leans upon his staff and has an expectant look, as if awaiting an enemy. Behind him are 8 other staves erect in orderly disposition like a palisade. This card signifies strength and opposition. If attacked, he will meet the onslaught boldly. With this main significance, there are all its possible adjuncts, including delay, suspension, and adjournment. And just because, 7 of Cups. Strange chalices of vision. Fairy favors, images of reflection, imagination, sentiment, things seen in the glass of contemplation, some attainment in these degrees, but nothing permanent or substantial is suggested. Interesting. So what I'm getting is that there were, you know, powers that offer these like pretty little trinkets and tokens that are not sustainable to what this Knight of Wands is writing, is like passionate and riding off into the foray about. Like, this is actually what we're fighting for, is like we're fighting for faith and innocence and truth and justice, and there are these ancient powers, the Hierophant, this like very rich, magical, but it's kind of giving like twisted type of energy for some reason. Let's get some more information out here, Spirit. I'm gonna get the Oracle of Ascension. Ascension, Ascendance. Who knows? Oops. I guess I'm supposed to take that one. Hode. Glory. Divine glory. Divine glory. Ooh, this one wants to come out. What is it? At the third eye. Glory at the third eye. And Cancer. Okay, this is like the third day in a row where strong Jupiterian energy is coming out, because I intuit which planets are in these signs as they appear. So this is a message coming out from Jupiter about glory. Jupiter is in a square with Saturn. Oh, that's what this is all about. This is a message from the planetary spheres. This is a message from Jupiter and Saturn actually like within that square in the sky. It's very interesting. So, you know, Jupiter coming out with this innocent type of energy and swift action against Kronos, yeah? And we have at the bottom of this deck the solar plexus chakra, so this is like lion-hearted energy that comes from within. It comes from within every human being. Grace, divine grace, Chesed, Malkuth, Earth Star Crystal, number 10, two here. Cool. I associate Malkuth with the element of spirit. We're getting like all of the balls out here on the table, okay? Because the next card that came was Bina. Wow. The void, divine feminine, ultimate creation, creating something out of nothing. Good gravy. Good gravy. Okay, well this concludes the... Oh, there's extra! Extra, extra! Yow. Angelic force. Capricorn. Mystic at the top of the mountain, and the Kundalini force. Kundalini force doesn't quite fit. You know, I am going to place these back into the deck because I needed 2 and you gave me 3. This is how I put the cards back in the deck, by the way, is like I put them in very randomly, and that way I know that they are in totally separate spots. The hexagram, 6-pointed star. Woo! And Daikomyo, great shining light. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I just want to see what's at the bottom for fun. The pentagram. All 5 elements wrapped into one, into you. Okay, so we know that the light has won. The great shining light has won. Okay? And the hexagram to me speaks about evolution. Because if the human is the 5-pointed star, then what form shall we take once we move into the 6-pointed star? And I'm seeing the hexagram start to spin as it becomes the Merkaba light body. So this is Metatron energy entering into the sphere right now. So the Merkaba light body enters into the sphere from number 1, 2, and 3. From number 3, which is Bina, element of spirit. Okay, this is like you are spinning yourself clean. For some reason I'm seeing a washing machine. I don't know if that is relevant to any of you listeners out there. Maybe you need to take the clothes from the washer and put them in the dryer. Oh, Spirit, you're funny. But I love you as you are. I love you as you are. And I think that that's something that we all need to feel more into, is loving ourselves as we are. Because we are spirit having a material existence. We're having a very temporary existence. Yeah. Maybe this Hierophant wanted to come in and tell us that, you know, we are having this temporary experience where we have all of these luxuries at our disposal. But we need to stay at the ready. You know, we might be feeling very comfortable this morning doing whatever we're doing, but that doesn't mean that things aren't about to swiftly pull together in a way where we have to defend the children and defend innocence and stay true to our path. Okay, stay very true and faithful to the main reason why, you know, we're here and doing the thing. You know, the Two of Swords, there's going to be a choice, and we're going to have to understand, you know, what our efforts mean and really put forth our effort with our full heart into whatever mission that we are riding off to. Okay, and that mission speaks about glory. You can see it very clearly at this time. Okay, all of the veils have been lifted. Okay, I'm seeing the ancient artifact, the Veil of Veronica, and it's my understanding that they like keep it stuck in a crypt and they never look at it for some reason, like the actual artifact. And I need to do more research about that, but I believe that that is something that is very important at this time. It's like, I wonder if they can attach part of your soul, part of your essence to an object and then keep it locked away. But whenever you awaken to the consciousness of said object, I'm hearing that it needs to be returned. It needs to be returned. So these sacred objects that have been locked away need to be returned wherever they belong. So let's say, for example, one country robbed and pillaged another and took these sacred artifacts and kept them locked up for their own purposes. Literally this is like how I'm seeing it. It's like they're keeping these objects locked up and guarding them and preparing for whatever. Like, why are we guarding these objects so tightly? Why, like, what type of energy are they trying to hold on to the point where we are seeing this type of energy act out on the planetary stage? I'm going to get some astrology cards out here. Pluto and Scorpio. Pluto has been coming out every day. It's like necessary destruction. Bring it on. That kind of jam. Holy crow. I demand the rot for sustenance. It's the 9th planet after all. I mean, we're in the number 9 here. Pluto's in the early degrees of Aquarius. So that might be significant to all of you peoples out there. What else is in early degrees of air signs or fixed signs? I believe Black Moon Lilith is in early degrees of Scorpio, so there's a bit of a loose square there. I understand that Taurus, late degrees of Taurus, you know, Uranus is in the late degrees of Taurus, so there's a loose square there, out of sign. Here we are. Venus. Where is Venus right now? Venus is in Taurus. Venus, number 4, the planet of love. Feminine attributes. It's Libra and Taurus energy. Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces. We have the North Node in the sign of Pisces at this time. I have 2 cards out. Jupiter return, benefits. And the 9th house, which is faith. So we have faith out on the table twice. We have motherly love out on the table twice. In Chesed and in Venus. Forgiveness, I'm hearing. Forgiveness. It's embodying the frequency of forgiveness and love. Okay. Chiron, healing. 12th house, escape. And North Node, life's purpose. Interesting. So North Node is currently in Pisces, which is 12th house themes. 12th house themes are themes of the all and the nothing, the end and the beginning, the above and the below, and your full awareness, which is so blinding that you forget due to overwhelm. So you have to create illusions in order to like self-soothe. It's such knowing that you don't want to know. And with the North Node there right now, it's just giving this energy that like, ready or not, here I come, you can't hide, gonna find you. It's literally like that. Thank you, Miss Lauren Hill. Yeah, we have at the bottom Taurus. I have Saturn return. I have returned to the correct age. 8th house, endings and beginnings. And Pluto again. Yeah. Literally. Ready and that. Yeah. Amazing. How about that? Well, shit. It's healing these escapism tendencies within the full collective. Full collective is like, all right, I get it. Ready or not, here you come, divine. I can't hide. I can't hide. So, you know, I'm ready to take up this responsibility. I have age. I have returned to the age of these 8th house themes. I've returned to the beginning of time, the beginning of the age. We have Saturn return and Jupiter return. So this couldn't be more like straightforward that this is a conversation between Saturn and Jupiter, and Venus is here in the middle of it all. Venus is here in between, assisting with healing, okay? Venus and Taurus. Venus, Chiron, and Taurus. I believe Chiron is still in Aries, which is all about, you know, 1st house themes. It's the body. It's the newborn. It's the child, you know. Childlike, impulsive. It can be impulsive. Ninth house, North Node, endings and beginnings, 8th house. 8th house and 9th house, North Node. North Node at the cusp of the 8th and the 9th. So, I'm hearing late degrees Scorpio, early degrees Sagittarius might be important for some people. Tea is so good. I want to get more tarot. I'm going to get the Marielle tarot. I feel like we need some, like, High Priestess again on the cut. Very interesting. High Priestess in the house. In the 9th house. Faithful. True. Justice. Grace. Glory. Whoop, caught that with my legs. Good job, Veronica. The Hermit. Venus, the Hermit. The Ace of Wands. Amazing. There's so many wands out on the table. It's like Venus, the Hermit, holding this magic wand. Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Swords. The dragon. Wearing the dragon. Riding the dragon. The 7 of Swords. Prometheus energy. Returning the light to the all. Returning the light to the all with the power of the spoken word. God, Spirit, Source, may the light be returned to the all at this time. May we all hold within our chalice this starlight bathed in holy fire. May the star be returned to the all. May the frequency of the star be returned to the all at this time. I just love this Knight of Cups, you know, it's actual protection energy, protection of the goddess, protection of the lotus, you know, it's Knights of the Round Table type energy, you know, it's Rosicrucian energy. cards out here. But I'm going to read this anyway because I think that it's insanely important. Okay, so we have the powers that were, the Emperor, which has diminished in strength because they tried to upset natural law and disrupt divine union from recurring. Okay. That was like the side quest, sidebar note from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So this tarot spread is modeled for this specific 9-card spread from the Mariel Tarot is for the Divine Earth Angelic Collective 144,000 frequency. We have the 4 of discs that wanted to come out. North Star, Shining Star, Jupiterian Energy, 5 of Cups, Unicorn. I forget the name of this unicorn. I'm going to look it up in the book because I love the description of this card in the book. And Justice. My aunt. This is intense. This is intense. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel. Where are you? I need the 5 of Cups. I'm just like, do. Okay, here's the quote for the 5 of Cups. Love conquers all, by Virgil. In the center is the Garden of Paradise. It has 2 trees with ripe fruit, figs and pears that clothe and feed man and woman, a forever green fragrant lawn, a waterfall, and in the heart of it, a well that leads to another world. This small well is the mother of 3 great rivers that etch the landscape into deep canyons, gorges, and ravines before rejoining the oceans thousands of miles away. The Triskelion, I'm hearing, also the confluence. If there's a confluence near you, it would behoove you to visit it and pray over the water. We got one here in Pittsburgh. We got a confluence here. Anyway, Sleipnir, Sleipnir. Guardian of the well is a pure white unicorn with the 8 legs of Sleipnir and Chiron's key over the heart, over the mouth of the well. This pure white horse is the opposite of the lion and the 5 of Wands, who guards the phallic forest. Sorry, my garbage truck is out there. But yeah, frequency 144,000, taking out the trash. That's divine justice. I just had to sidebar that, but he is the symbol of compassion, purity, and self-sacrifice. Sleipnir was half horse and half god, and as such could bear his rider into the land of the dead as well as the land of the living. Perhaps the reason he had 8 legs, and so it is fitting that he and the white unicorn that will only come to the purest virgin to lay his head on her lap would guard this ionic symbol and gateway. Is this the card that I caught in my lap? I think that it is. Chiron was the half-man, half-horse centaur who was the tutor of many Greek heroes. Though most centaurs are undisciplined and lusty, Chiron was more learned and civilized than most men. He taught his young charges the healing arts and astronomy, but the great healer could never heal himself. He was struck in the thigh with an arrow tipped in the blood of the Hydra, which inflicted a terribly painful wound on him. The Hydra which Hera sent to kill Hercules, by the way. But being immortal, he could not die. He suffered for many years before he finally convinced the gods to trade his immortal life for that of Prometheus, and thus willingly sacrificed himself. This is the light that Chiron gave to Prometheus. The horse is often a creature from the sea in mythology, a symbol of beautiful earth with its incredibly fast and stable 4 legs and freedom of movement. It comes out of the surf like a shell in the 4 of Cups, a treasure. And here it sits in the middle of the Garden of Eden, teaching, guarding, watching, protecting. This white unicorn from the 2 of Cups, whose mate is in the all-time of the 10 of Cups, teaches to deal with heartache and emotional challenges with an open heart, compassion, peace, and self-sacrifice. To love is to risk loss. They are part of the same natural cycle. To care is to feel pain. To love is brave, takes courage to risk heart. Every love is a risk and takes courage. No love, no heartache. Justice. Daring to love. Daring to love. Being present in your own light. Not falling back asleep. When you feel the want to run, when you feel the desire to run or escape from something, it's you standing your ground. It's you standing in your pillar of light, in your divinity, and remembering why you're doing it at the same time. You know, that's how you work in the quantum realms. Is remembering every moment what you stand for, as if you have a cup, as if your chalice is full of this blood of the new and everlasting life. I heard my childhood Catholic pastor literally saying that. This is my blood, you know, that whole Catholic ritual. Like the blood of Christ and then also the Eucharist. This is the anointing. This is the anointing. Where divine comes in now through me to bless you. To give you this gift of the Eucharist, so that you may also become the 13th aeon. Is sharing of the frequency. It's sharing of the justice. Sharing of the love, daring to love. Let's get some shaman cards. You know, I keep looking at the Seven of Swords card and understanding that the story of it is that Raven transformed himself into a human child by being swallowed by a virgin and being born into the world, only to be able to take this gem from his grandfather, who was like hoarding this sacred gem, this sacred light inside of a box, keeping it in a box. I'm gonna just read the book. I've read it before in previous video recordings, but it's extremely pertinent to what we're talking about here, okay? It's all about free will. Raven steals the sun. In the beginning, the world was in total darkness. Raven, who had existed since the beginning of time and who was tired of fumbling about in the dark, learned of an old man who kept a great treasure, all of the light in the universe contained in a little box concealed within many boxes. Raven vowed at once to steal the light. He found the house of the old man and his daughter who lived with him. He waited by the river, and when the daughter came to collect water, he transformed himself into a single hemlock needle and dropped himself in the river just as she was dipping in her water basket. As she drank, she swallowed the needle. It slithered into her warm belly, where Raven transformed himself again into a tiny baby. I love babies. After a long time, Raven emerged again into the world as a human infant. Even though his grandfather loved him, he forbade him ever to touch the treasure in the many boxes. The Raven child begged, and finally the old man yielded, lifting the light from the box and throwing it to the grandchild. As the warm light came toward him, the child transformed into a huge shadowy bird. Wings spread and ready for flight, and when the light reached him, he captured it in his beak. He burst through the smoke hole in the roof of the house and escaped into the night. And that is how the light came into the universe. This is Prometheus stealing fire from the gods, or Raven stealing the sun and giving it to man. To Plato, the ability to move on your own accord is proof of the existence of life and an immortal soul, and so it makes perfect sense that he would choose a chariot as a figure for his allegory of the soul. To him the chariot had three parts: a white-winged horse, a black-winged horse, and the charioteer, who would lash the horses together and use reason to harness their individual skills and energy in order to go where he willed it to go. These correlate to the three primordial elements: fire, water, and air. Triskelion. Fire, the spirit of fire, which is the same spirit, always burning somewhere in the planet. The same flame, the same light, the same degree, the same temperature. The spirit of water, the body of water, which is one, it's literally like one body of water. And while you may separate it, it still has the constitution of water. And the air, in between everything, all around everything. One body of air, one body of fire, and one body of water. Fire, water, and air to reconcile them, or Mem, Shin, and Aleph, to reconcile. After climbing the heights of the White Tower and going down into the pits of the Black Tower's hells, and you don't come out of hells empty-handed. You are ready. The world was created in 6 days, and on the 7th, the Raven crossed the event horizon and stole the sun from the gods. He took reason, the ability to transcend beyond physical needs, and societal norms to seek out one's true purpose in life, to have free will, to take the mantle of creation and self-directed movement from God and install it down into the self, to take creative words and reason, to lash the black and the white towers together in the form of horses or wolves, and to balance and direct them to your divine purpose. We are all born with a soul, a divine and perfect soul, but when you have free will and the ability to intentionally direct yourself, you will become finally responsible for who and what you are. You are creative and you can go about becoming into the image of your highest potential. This is the vehicle of your magnum opus, bringing something only you can bring to the world through self-determination, through taking responsibility of your life, which is becoming the star, okay? For standing for what you believe in, for bathing yourself clean, for cleaning your spirit, cleaning your soul, following the North Star, following divine will, divine justice, divine law in your day-to-day life. You know, you can bust it down, you can break it down into the smallest thing. It's like, what can I do to make myself better today? And that's the thing that powered me through my long hike yesterday was, what can I do today to make myself a better person? To improve my body and to improve my everything, because I'm very sensitive to the collective energies, and if there's a lot of negative things happening out there, I can really feel it. It weighs on me. It makes me tired. You know, you're probably the same way. If you feel tired for no reason, it's really no reason. It's really a real huge reason. Okay. I had to speak on that. What time are we at? 52:49. 52:52 now. What up? That's 7 14 5 5 5 5. Okay. As we carry out divine will, Spirit, divine will in the smallest of ways, for all small things add up to the large. Spirit wants you to rest. If you feel tired, don't force it. Rest as much as possible. Got a vacation day and you're tired? Take it. Rest, union, and birth. Wow. Wow. I'm feeling like a lot of love coming out of this right now, and it's like love that you would have for your divine counterpart. And it's also speaking about procreation for sure. Rest, union, birth. It's like allowing what you want to create actually have time to grow and actually have time to manifest itself. Okay, travel, humor, fun, and infinite stars, infinite God. Rest, union, and birth, travel, humor, infinite. I love you guys. Yes. Okay, this one wanted. Leadership. message, and gratitude. On the bottom, we do have forgiveness. Yep. Rest up, because there's a journey that's up ahead. Okay? Whatever happens along the journey, you know, you'll have the opportunity to you know, something is going to happen on this journey where you're traveling, where you'll be able to express the humor of your infinite nature. Take that however it resonates. But that message, you know, people are going to be really grateful for it, and it's going to carry a lot of weight as you are a leader in your own divine right. For you have understood the union of the twin flame within your vessel. And by doing that, you have, you know, you've rested, you've reincorporated. It's like the extra strands of DNA have linked up within your vessel, and that is allowing you to birth this. It's literally just like a different frequency, you know, but it's something that is totally different from anybody else. You know, we all have our own, sure, we all share the same 144,000 frequency. Sure, we're all carriers of that tone, but you are also an individual creation. You're an individual creator, and you have your own type of frequency. And when you add that to the mix, it really balances everything out. And, you know, I just want to say thank you for all of you beautiful people out in the collective who are standing in your pillar of light, inside your pillar of power, and acting like that transformer that helps the collective to transform themselves into themselves. It's the raven stealing the light and giving it to the all. So now the all has a portion of that light. And when they stand inside the pillar of light, they activate. But they activate themselves, you see? It's the seed that is planted inside the earth, okay? I'm going back to the glyph of the day, the seed. It's the star seed and the human seed standing on the earth. It's having the ability to stand in the pillar of the light and being at the top, being where the eagle is, to understand what the divine will is and how it will affect the masses below. Okay? I'm seeing like Jack and the Beanstalk, and you're the Beanstalk though. But you're also Jack. And you're also the giant up there. So it's like, how can I be all of these things at the same time and still carry out divine will? That's a bit of a conundrum. Bit of a challenge, bit of a conundrum. Okay, last set. Let's get these guys out here. We got air again. So this is like, we're communicating something here. We're communicating how thankful we are to one another. It's holding the door open for somebody and they saying thank you, and you feeling a little bit happy about that. That's as simple as it, you know, like, stuff like that changes the world. I'm telling you right now. So be thankful. Be thankful for the people who want to stand up, okay? This is a new beginning, okay? You can begin again every day. You have full permission to recreate yourself. I'm hearing rebrand. Time for a rebrand. Crowd surfing. Okay. Maybe you caught yourself crowd surfing and you were like, I gotta get out of here, man. Present. Yes. That tracks. Maybe right now you're crowd surfing. Did you see that? It went. I take everything that falls because that's above so below. But where did you go? Here. Sacral tone. Creative energy. Driving force. Okay, good job, collective. We are finally clearing that sacral tone. Because once you clear the sacral tone, you're unblocked and you can really feel that energy shoot up, shoot out your throat so that you can communicate those messages with other people. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Yep, root chakra. The energy is no longer stuck swirling around in the root, which is like your fight or flight. It's feeling ungrounded. It's feeling... Actually, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing the energy that's trying to come down, but it's getting stuck at the sacral because you haven't in the past, you know, but now we're in the present, you know. So thankfully we have understood that you need to be a divine partner for yourself first before you can accept anything external into your sacral energy sphere. Okay? This is doing the true alchemy for yourself first. It's mastering the... Hold on, let me get this right. It's becoming the pharaoh of your own Egypt. It's becoming the ruler of Upper and Lower Egypt. And by doing that, you know, you had to clear the block. You had to clear the dam in the river, in the Nile, because the Nile flows upwards, you know. So if we live in a mirrored type of universe, I'm picturing a squid, right? I'm picturing a squid and how their beaks and their mouths are like at the bottom here. Well, it's kind of the same for us because we have entryways above and below. So if you imagine it like whatever you intake as from the below as coming from the earth, like with your feet standing on the earth and taking the energy from the earth in through your feet and through those portal points on the bottoms of your feet. This is getting odd. Odd message, spirit, but I'm totally here for it. It's like you want to make sure that you're grounding and connecting with the earth so that you can allow your sacral to empty down and out, okay? Water, emotions, communicating your emotions, hero, surrender. Jolly good, open heart, baby. Jolly gorgeous. Water, hero, surrender. Yeah, you just have to surrender to the process. Whatever that looks like for you. It's erasing the idea that somebody's going to come and save you. It's surrendering to the waters that is sweeping in now. Surrendering to the divine plan and to the divine will. by staying grounded, by grounding your sacral, by allowing the waters to cleanse the sacral on the planet. Let's get a unicorn card. Yeah. I'm seeing sleep in the air again. Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. Compassion. And on the bottom we have flow. Find an easier path forwards. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations. Yeah, surrender. Beloved. Surrender to your beloved. Surrender to the beloved light of wings on high. Wings on high. Beloved light. Compassionate mother. Compassionate waters. It's returning to the water, returning to the source, returning to the source of it's the mouth of the river. For if it flows up, then that is then you go to where the mouth is. And if it flows up, then that allows you to understand like greater secrets on how energy's flowing. And it reminds you of where your source is, which is in the side of the mother. It's the Mother Earth. It's Mother Earth. It's your source. God creator source is a woman. And it's Mother Earth. You know, we come from her. We are the clay that is formed. And even though the gods from high gave us light, gave us that electricity, that powers our heart and powers our breath, it's that lightning bolt that struck a tree. And the voice boomed from forth. And spoke to Abraham. It's the beginning of this being illuminated. I'm covering up the words crowd surfing because I don't think it's the proper description for this card. It's you being seated by angelic voices. It's Gabriel when he came to speak messages to Mother Mary and Abraham. And it's holding a deep compassion within your waters, which is the single body of water. I'm seeing dolphins. I'm hearing dolphin frequency. And they're forming this geometrical structure. It looks like a pentagram, but it's rippling outwards and it's reverberating its shape into several other shapes. It's like transforming itself into a sand dollar. I saw a sand dollar yesterday also. And then the sand dollar ripples out into the flower of life, which is many, many sand dollars all swirling around each other. And It's the shape of water. Okay, I think the message is drink more water today. Go dip your feet into a stream. Be present with water. Form a relationship with it, you know? We take it for granted. There's some people that don't even drink water. Like, can you imagine being that person? I can't, and I don't even want to. I don't even want to. Yeah. Anywho, I hope that you liked this message. I hope it brought some clarity to you. I look up, it's 11111 now. Be here now. Be here present. Be present in the here and now. Surrender to the waters. Surrender to the messages that the divine water has to tell you. You know, stand firm in your convictions. Conviction of the heart. That's a Kenny Loggins song. Flying free, the Gandalf card, and giving birth. All right. Well, have a great day, everybody. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends who resonate. I'm Veronica, Earth Angelic Starseed, and I love you.